Hey guys, so today we're looking at Algebra 2's 6.1 homework, and it is on page 373, numbers 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, and 9. Now, 6.1 was about properties of exponents, where you should like add exponents in certain cases, subtract exponent in other cases, what negative exponents represent, things like that. So number 1 says 8 to the second power over 8 to the fourth power. 8 to the second over 8 to the fourth. And if you're paying attention to the lesson, you can do this several different ways. My favorite way to do problems like this is to imagine, and all of this is like, I do all of this part in my head. I think that 8 to the second is 8 times 8, and 8 to the fourth is 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. I do all this in my head. And then I come to the conclusion that 2 of the 8s on the top and the bottom will cancel, and I'll be left with 2 8s on the bottom and no 8s on the top. So the answer will be 1 over 8 squared. That is my answer. I do all this expanding and canceling in my head. I think if there's 2 of them up here and 4 of them down here, how many of them will cancel? And then how many of them are left, and where are they? Top or bottom? All right, so that's how I do those. Moving on to number 2, you've got x to the 6th over x to the 15th, x to the 6th over x to the 15th. Imagine the same setup where you've got an expanded, right? You've got 6 of them, and then you've got, 6 of them, but then another, however many to get to 15, so 9, right? So my idea is 6 of them will cancel, all 6 of these will cancel, and 6 of these will cancel. And so I'll just lower this number by 6. So 15 minus 6 is 9. And so I'm going to end up with 1, because they all canceled up here, over x to the 9th down here. And this is how I work these problems out. It's the simplest way to do it. You could, if you would like, do top exponent minus bottom exponent. So you'd get 8 to the, let's do this over here. You'd get 8 to the 2 minus 4 power, but that is equal to 8 to the negative 2 power. Then you'd have to apply the negative exponent property, where you take the reciprocal of the base, 1 over 8 in this case, and raise it to the positive power, if I can speak. But you're going to end up with the same thing we got already. So, I mean, why bother? Okay, so moving on, we've got number 4. Number 4, let's see here. Number 4. This is one that you simply cannot imagine the expansion because, at least not directly, because we have a negative exponent. And you can't imagine expanding a negative exponent because it doesn't make any sense. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make this negative exponent a positive exponent. And to make any base raised to a negative a positive exponent, you just take the base and take the reciprocal. And in our case, we're just going to drag it on down to the denominator. And you're going to get, when you move this down to the denominator, you don't have anything up here except for a 1. And down here, you're going to get y to the 10th, because that stays, and then y to the positive 9 power. And now these can combine by adding exponents, and you get 1 over y to the 19th power. Congratulations. Number 6, we have got a to the negative 1, b to the 8th over a to the 5th, b to the 7th, a to the 5th, b to the 7th. I encourage you all to be pausing each of these problems the moment you feel like you might be able to make some progress, and then continue to continue to play the video. There we go. I don't have video games in my brain. I didn't just get done playing Tekken for like 2 hours. That didn't happen. I'm just kidding. It totally did happen. I beat the crap out of my brother. Beat him good. Lars Alexanderson. So, the first thing we want to do is we want to take this negative exponent and make it positive by moving it down here. And so this is going to be b to the 8th over, that is an 8, I say. A to the 1st, a to the 5th, b to the 7th. So these two will combine into a to the 6th And then here, imagine the expansion here. You have 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then down here you've got 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them will cancel. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're left with 1 on the top. So the idea here is you'll have a b to the first power up here, or just b, and then a to the 6th power down here. And that is your answer. Awesome, only 2 problems left. Man. Number 7. This is where things get a little more difficult. 14, c to the 10th, d to the -4th. It's my initials, c, d, over 21, c to the 6th, d to the -3rd. My initials suck. My brother's got the initials B, E, D. This actually spells a word. Mine is just like curd. Curd. Dumb. Dumb initials. Dumb. Anyway, so here, you want to take your negative exponent, move it up to the top. Take the negative exponent, move it to the bottom. This is okay. And so you're going to get 14 c to the 10th, moving this d to the top, and you're going to get d to the +3rd. And here, the 21 stays, the c to the 6th stays, and here you've got this piece moves to the bottom, and it becomes a +4. Now you can just apply your typical rules. 14 over 21 is 2 over 3, first off. Then the c to the 10th and c to the 6th, if you expand and cancel, 6 of them cancel from the bottom, and 6 of them cancel from the top, but you still have 4 up here. So you're still going to have c to the 4th up here. And then your d's, you 4 of them and 3 of them. So 3 will cancel here, all of them. 3 will cancel here, leaving you with a single one down here. So your answer is this: 2c to the 4th over 3d to the 1st. Seems okay with me. And finally, number 9. If you are watching this video to help you with number 9, I strongly encourage you to work out an additional problem. Okay? Strongly encourage you to do so. You need more practice than just one problem if you're going to use me to solve it for you. But the idea is very simple. The idea here is when you're multiplying fractions, you multiply straight across, straight across, straight across. And I'm just going to combine everything into one fraction. 5x to the 4th, that's this piece. Y to the 7th x, so that's this piece. So let me show you where these came from. We've got that came from here, right? And then this came from here. And then you're going to have y to the -2, or 10y to the -2, x to the -1, y. And so these came from here and here. Okay, now, moving on. Deal with this by getting rid of all the negative exponents first. So I'm going to take the negative exponent, move them to the top. I'm not going to change anything, except I'm just going to make the negative go away. This is going to be 5x to the 4th, y to the 7th, x, and then these two pieces move to the top. So that's y squared, x to the 1st, over 10y. And now I just combine everything that can be combined up here. So you've got x to the 4th, x to the 1st, x to the 1st. You add these exponents, and you'll have x to the 6th. So you have 5x to the 6th, and then y to the 7th, y to the 2nd. It would be y to the 9th. And then here you've got 10y. And then imagine expanding and canceling your y's, and then reducing your 5 over 10. Your 5 over 10 reduces to 1 over 2. Your x to the 6th will stay x to the 6th, and then one of the y's here, all of these y's will go away, and it'll reduce this by 1. leaving you with y to the 8th on the top. So your answer is really x to the 6th, y to the 8th over 2. Congratulations. Now, as I was saying, I strongly recommend you do an additional problem and see if you get them right, okay? If you used me to help you with this, practice more. Anyway, that was a quick homework video. If you have any questions, please ask me, and I would be very much happy to help you. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one.